Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am doing a collaboration with guess who? Autumn Beckman. She's my good friend. We talk on and off YouTube. We really are friends. We love to roast each other and have fun, but today's video is quite serious. When she came to me with this idea, I said that is a fantastic idea. She recently got recertified for CPR and she is an educator, she's a teacher, and I was, in my former life, a medical professional. So she said, how about us doing this collaboration from a educator's point of view and a medical professional point of view. So today's video is 5 ways that your handbag can save your life. You heard it right, 5 ways your handbag can save your life. Stick around. I will be looking down from time to time. I did actually make notes for this video. I normally just wing it, but I do feel like this is really an important topic, and it's really about protecting yourself, being aware of your surroundings, and if by some terrible chance that you are a victim and you are attacked, you will be prepared, because I think that if you think about things like this in advance, that you will be better prepared to possibly save your own life and ward off a potential attacker. So I was thinking about it from a medical professional's point of view or perspective, and I think that really you should have some knowledge of anatomy. I feel like there are certain areas on the body that would be more painful. If you had to strike back, it would give you a better chance. There are certain areas on the body that I want to tell you about that would be target points. So again, there are certain areas on the body that if you strike, they would inflict more pain, and those would be areas that are soft. So soft tissue areas do inflict more pain. One good area would be this area right here. It's soft, it's right above the cheekbone and under the eye. If you were to strike your attacker in this area, it would be very painful. Areas of soft tissue will inflict more pain and thereby giving you a better chance to get away. You could take the edge of the cell phone and just strike your attacker in this area. It would cause the head to thrust back. You would have a better chance to get away. This area right here inflicts a lot of pain, so keep that in mind, areas of soft tissue. Another area that would inflict a lot of pain is this area here. This area below the jawline at the top of the neck is rich in nerves and blood vessels. So if you strike your attacker in this area, you will definitely inflict enough pain on them. You will have, a better chance to get away. And I just feel that knowing certain parts of the body that are more sensitive, it would really help you in a situation. And like I said, be prepared, be aware. If you think about things like this in advance, it really could save your life. So how can your handbag save your life? A handbag is not always just a beautiful accessory to go with your outfit. It can contain a plethora of items inside that you can use in the instance of an attack. Cute SLGs is one thing, but having items in your bag that you've thought about in advance, if something terrible like this ever happened, will help you get a better chance of getting away and, like I said, save your life. So number 1, you can have items in your handbag that you can use. I guess that would be a personal thing, depending on your choice. Personal protection is something that everyone should consider, and I have not really considered this, not really in a serious way, until now. And I've had a couple of instances that maybe I wasn't attacked, but I felt threatened during my life. So I think that this video has really made me think, and hopefully it will make you think, because I would not want anything to happen to any of you. And just think about this, because you don't have to live in a big city. You can live in a small town like I do. Things happen all the time, so be prepared. So number 1, I think that it's a personal thing. What type of weapon, if you do decide to carry a weapon, what kind of weapon would you choose to carry in your handbag? Some people carry concealed firearms. My daughter has, and she has for years. Now, she's a really good shot. She has been into guns, I guess. We live in the country and she loves to go out and target practice, and she really knows a lot about guns. In my case, it would not be a wise idea because I would be the female version of Barney Fife. I swear it would be more dangerous for me to carry a gun than to have some other form of protection. And really being serious about this, if you have a permit and you are allowed to carry a concealed firearm, my daughter has a little small handgun in her handbag. It's pink and it's girly and she knows how to use it. But for me, I would need to choose something quite different. So I would need to think about what would be an effective weapon that I could use against an attacker. So I know that it would not be a handgun. I'm not comfortable with it. We own one handgun in our home that my husband inherited from his dad. We're just not gun people. Here in Alabama, a lot of people are. We're just not really gun people, but I would have to think of something that I could use in the event that I were attacked. Number 2, one really good item that you could use is pepper spray or even bear spray or mace. I think pepper spray and mace is probably the same thing. So my husband, he's a runner and he goes out and he runs, and where we live there are dogs just running around everywhere, and we love dogs, but they can be unpredictable. And one time in all the years that he was out running, there were 3 pit bulls that came at him. And so when he runs, he has a bottle, and it's quite large, and maybe he said he thinks they do make them in smaller bottles, but it's bear spray. It is designed to take down a grizzly bear. So if you have something like that in your purse, or pepper spray or something like that, that will definitely buy you some valuable time, because like I said, my husband was running, he looked up, he saw these dogs coming toward him, and he's not really afraid of them, but he said they were gonna attack him. So it was the one and only time he literally had to use it, and one spray, and I think the first dog got some of it and the other dogs just ran off. So if someone attacks you in a parking garage or a dark street, something like that, and you have something like that in your bag that you can grab and reach for, you will definitely have enough time to get away, or hopefully you would, because I think that's a really good tool, and I think that would be something that I could do. And I would like to say that all attackers do not wait till it's dark. So sometimes you can be attacked in broad daylight. So just be aware. I want to reiterate that and tell you guys how important it is to be aware of your surroundings. Think about these things in advance. Be prepared. So number 3 on my list is a cell phone. So most of us have a cell phone, and like I was saying, it's very important to know from a medical perspective or any perspective to know about the anatomy. And this area here, I mean, I'm just touching it right now, and I'm holding it with quite a bit of pressure, and that hurts. This hurts. So you can imagine if you have a cell phone and you take the corner of your cell phone and you whack right here, they are going to thrust back. They're going to be in a lot of pain. This area is very painful because there's a bone here and you've got this soft tissue. So if you thrust the cell phone hard enough in this area, you will inflict a lot of pain on your attacker. Before I go to the 4th point, I want to say that attackers they count on the element of surprise. So if you're just walking through a parking lot, and we live near Huntsville, Alabama, and around Christmas time, we always hear a lot about muggings and things like that around the malls. It's in broad daylight, so there's a lot of that kind of thing that goes on. So they are preying on people who are just unaware. So the element of surprise is a big advantage toward an attacker. But if you have thought about something like this in advance, you know your anatomy, you've got a cell phone, and if you're like me, you probably carry it in your hand most of the time. But if you think quickly and you have thought about this in advance, I mean, a good whack right here could definitely buy you enough time to get in your car and get away. Number 4, a small pocket knife. That would probably be a good choice for me because I would probably shoot my toe off if I had a gun. But a small pocket knife, I mean, if you strike someone with a small pocket knife, you're definitely going to inflict pain, and they're not going to be expecting it at all. Also, an ink pen or keys. And like I talked about, this area here is full of nerve endings, full of vessels. So you strike someone with a pen, a sharp key, or even just one of those small pocket knives. You might think, wow, that's a bit drastic. No, it is not drastic, because so many people have been abducted. You know, it's your life or their life. I'm not trying to be dramatic about it, but you hear it all the time, and I haven't really thought about this type of thing so much. I guess, you just live your life. You go to the mall, and I'm by myself, and it's very dangerous. So it's your life or their life in many chances. And what if you have your children with you? It's just so important. So, if you don't carry a gun, most people have keys, most people have a pocket knife, or most people have a pen in their bag, or you can put a small pocket knife on your keychain. And I'm not saying that every attacker, they want to kill you, but they're attacking you for a reason, and things can go terribly wrong, and sometimes they just want to rob you. But whatever the reason, you be prepared. So I just want you guys to be safe and be prepared. I'll say that again and again. So number 5, a water bottle. Most people, if you're like me, I carry water around with me all the time. It could be in one of those metal cups, like a tumbler, or just a water bottle. If you hold it by the smaller part and hit them in the head with it, or even in the nose. You hit somebody in the nose, that's another area I wanted to talk about. You hit somebody in the nose hard enough, they're going to be knocked for a loop just for a few minutes, giving you valuable time. Another way that you can be ready and prepared just in case, like when I'm leaving the mall and I'm going out to that parking garage, most attackers prey on women, or someone who's alone, or someone who just looks like they're not expecting anything. So before you leave that mall, take your bear spray, your mace, your pocket knife, or whatever it is that you choose to use as a form of protection. Have it in your hand. Have it in your hand to be ready, because you never know. That's the main advantage that I think that an attacker has on you, is the element of surprise. So you be ready, you be prepared, and you be safe. So I also wanted to say that most of us have keyless entry. With our keys, hit that panic button. So if you are making a loud noise, whether it be some kind of a whistle or something like that, that panic button will definitely bring a lot of attention to the area, and someone could come help you. But definitely, make a lot of noise, scream, yell, whatever you have to do. But I feel like, there are so many ways that our handbags can benefit us, not only accentuate our outfit and make us look pretty, but we can carry a plethora of items inside our bag to protect us. If all else fails, beat the shit out of them with your handbag. You guys, that Trevi bag is so heavy and so, I used to say it's like carrying around a tank. That bag could definitely do some damage. So really, in all seriousness, just do what you have to do. But the number one thing, be prepared, educate yourself. Don't ever let yourself be the victim of the element of surprise. Also, do not let the element of surprise be your downfall. So that's all I have for you guys this week. I hope that you've enjoyed this collaboration. I can't wait to see what Autumn has come up with, her 5 ways. So you guys check Autumn's channel out. I will link it in the description box below, you guys. She is my friend and I adore her, and I want you guys to go over there and subscribe if you have not already. You won't regret it. Let's get Autumn Beckman to 20,000 subscribers in 2020. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye-bye. For today's video, I'm doing a collaboration. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am doing a collaboration with, guess who? Autumn Beckman. Don't ever let yourself be Don't ever allow yourself to be the victim of